When it comes to choosing the ultimate gaming laptop in 2024, the decision between the Dell G15, Razer Blade 14, and Alienware m17 R5 can be tough. Each of these powerhouses brings something unique to the table, whether it's raw performance, sleek design, or cutting-edge features. Join me as we dive into a detailed comparison of these laptops to help you decide which one is the perfect fit for your gaming needs. Stay tuned till the end of this video where I'll reveal which laptop you should buy. Make sure to watch the full video, drop a like, and find helpful links in the description below. Let's find out the ultimate gaming champion. So, I got my hands on the Dell G15, and I have some thoughts. First off, if you're all about gaming and not much else, this might tickle your fancy. But if you're expecting an all-rounder, you might want to look elsewhere. Alright, let's start with the good stuff. Gaming performance? Check. This thing can handle your favorite titles without breaking a sweat. The RTX 4060 GPU packed inside surprised me with its chops. I mean, Cyberpunk 2077 and Alan Wake 2, smooth as butter. And the high refresh rate display? A dream for gamers, hitting those high frame rates for that extra smoothness. And it's a big but, let's talk about the not so great bits. Battery life? Abysmal. Seriously, don't even think about gaming without being tethered to a power outlet. And speaking of being tethered, that power brick, it's a behemoth. I mean, who thought it was a good idea to lug around something that feels like a brick from the original Xbox days? Size-wise, yeah, it's a bit of a chonker. Traveling with this thing, forget about it. And the plastic build? Feels cheap, especially considering the price tag. Now onto the keyboard and touchpad. The offset keyboard is a bit of a head scratcher. Sure, the keys are okay, but that number pad on the side feels like it's just taking up space, and don't get me started on the limited LED backlighting. One color? Really? Software-wise, it's not too bad. Minimal bloatware is always a plus, but that Dolby Access app? Meh, not worth the extra bucks. And the display and audio? Thick bezels, lackluster colors, and tinny speakers? Not exactly what you'd expect from a gaming laptop. But hey, if you're just looking for a machine to game on at home, the Dell G15 might still be worth considering. It's got the horsepower where it counts and comes in some funky colors if that's your thing. Just don't expect it to excel in anything other than gaming. The Razer Blade 14 this time, they're offering the Blade 14 in both classic black and mercury silver right out of the gate. Yeah, it might not seem like a big deal, but having that sleek silver option means you can game in style without screaming, "I'm a hardcore gamer," to everyone in the room. Design-wise, Razer's sticking to the "if it ain't broke, don't fix it" mantra, and honestly, it works. The whole thing feels like a tank in a good way. Plus, they've packed in a bunch of ports, including 4 USB slots, a 3.5mm audio jack, and a full-size HDMI connector. Oh, and there's even a dedicated power socket, so you don't have to sacrifice a USB port just to charge up. Now, the downsides? It's a tad heavier than some of its competitors, coming in at about 405 pounds. And if you're into photography or video editing, you'll miss having an SD card reader. But hey, nobody's perfect. Let's talk about that display. It's a beauty with a 2560 by 1600 resolution, AMD FreeSync support, and a gamut that covers 100% of the DCI P3 spectrum. Plus, it's bright enough to blind you, and the matte anti-glare coating keeps those pesky reflections at bay. Oh, and did I mention there's a built-in webcam with a physical shutter? Privacy win? Performance-wise, this thing's a beast. With options for either an AMD Ryzen 9 8945HS chip or an RTX 4070 GPU, it's got power to spare. In Cyberpunk 2077, it chews through frames like nobody's business, hitting over 100 FPS at 1080p on ultra settings. And battery life? Surprisingly decent for a gaming laptop, clocking in at nearly 7 hours on a single charge during regular office use. Just don't expect it to last through a marathon gaming session unplugged. Let's talk turkey. The Blade 14's $2,200 price tag may raise some eyebrows, but its top-notch build, stunning screen, and powerhouse performance justify every cent. While cheaper alternatives exist like the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14, this splurge-worthy gem promises no regrets. So, should you snag yourself a Razer Blade 14? If you've got the cash and you're in the market for a top-of-the-line gaming laptop that looks as good as it performs, then heck yeah. Just be prepared to turn some heads when you whip this bad boy out at your next LAN party. So, Alienware's latest m17 R5 is here, and it's packing some serious heat, especially if you opt for the AMD Advantage configuration. But let's start with the basics. Design-wise, this thing is a looker. It's got that signature Alienware aesthetic with sleek lines and just the right amount of RGB bling. Plus, the clever design ensures that it stays cool even when you're pushing it to the limit. And speaking of pushing it, performance-wise, the m17R5 is an absolute beast. With options for an AMD Ryzen 9 6900HX and Radeon RX 6850M XT GPU, it tears through games like nobody's business. But all that power comes at a cost, both literally and figuratively. At $2,350, this thing ain't cheap, and you could get a fully kitted out gaming desktop for the same price. Plus, it's not the most portable laptop out there, weighing in at a hefty 7.3 pounds. But hey, if you're in the market for a top-of-the-line gaming machine, you're probably not too concerned about lugging it around. Now, let's talk about that gorgeous 4K screen. It's buttery smooth with a refresh rate of 120 Hz, making games look absolutely stunning. And the keyboard? It's solid, offering a comfortable typing experience even during intense gaming sessions. The trackpad gets the job done, although it's slightly off-center, which might take some getting used to. And let's not forget about battery life. Surprisingly, it's not too shabby for a gaming laptop of this caliber, lasting around 6.5 hours during regular use and 3 hours during gaming sessions. Not bad at all. After diving deep into the Dell G15, Razer Blade 14, and Alienware m17R5, it's time to crown our winner for the ultimate gaming laptop in 2024. Each laptop brings its own strengths and weaknesses to the table, catering to different types of gamers with varying preferences. The Dell G15 impresses with its gaming performance and affordability, but falls short in terms of battery life, build quality, and overall versatility. On the other hand, the Razer Blade 14 shines with its premium design, gorgeous display, and powerful performance, although it comes at a higher price point and lacks certain features like an SD card reader. Lastly, the Alienware m17R5 stands out for its top-tier performance, stunning 4K display, and unique design, but its hefty price tag and weight may deter some users looking for portability and value for money. In the end, if you're seeking a well-rounded gaming laptop that offers a balance of performance, design, and features, the Razer Blade 14 emerges as the top choice for 2024. It delivers on all fronts, making it the ideal companion for gamers who want the best of both worlds. So, if you're ready to elevate your gaming experience with style and substance, the Razer Blade 14 is the clear winner in this comparison.